What up, my friends? Welcome to your Daily Revolution podcast. Today's topic, all in or get out. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Let's go! This is your Daily Revolution. Live in prosperity, we show you how to do it. There's no luck about it, we got the strategic blueprint.
Yeah, boy. Great to be with you guys on another day. It is beautiful here in Destin, Florida, and I'm going to dive right in. So last night, I'm having a conversation with my son. Monday night last night, and we got a full week. He's got... Right after school, he goes to football from 3:45 till 6. And then he's got AAU basketball from 6 to 8. So it's a grueling schedule, and that's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, football on Friday, no basketball on Friday, and we're training and doing exercises in between. Of course, feeding him, hydrating him, getting rest. Well, last night he comes up to me and he's looking at me and he's tired, right? It's the end of the day. Been a long weekend, so Monday, full day and training. And he looks at me and says, Dad, I don't want to do basketball. I'm like, excuse me? I mean, I'm already doing football. I'm going to be tired. And I'm not even that good. Like, they don't even need me. Now, I'm a father who's paid an ungodly amount of money for him to play basketball. So I look at my son. I said, son, let me just back up for just a moment here, son. When we discussed this 6 weeks ago, we went through the pros and the cons. We went through everything. And you said, I'm in, Dad. And I looked at him 6 weeks ago and I said, all in means like once we commit to this thing, there is no backing out. So you make sure. And of course, he's like, yeah, we talked about the benefits of being on a basketball team, training Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 6 to 8. Right, running hard with some of the best in our area. And he's one of the biggest, so he's going to have to really condition and run. Well, I talked about this 6 weeks ago, and he's like, I'm in. So then last night, he decides to pull, notice this, right? End of the day, tired, exhausted, fatigued, probably dehydrated too. And he tried to pull the old, I'm not going to play, Dad. Now, here's the funny piece. I looked at him, I said, son, too late for that. I will drag you to the gym. Because had you said this 6 weeks ago, I have no problem with you saying I don't want to play. But the fact that we committed, like we made a commitment to the team. I made a commitment by writing a big check, and we already told them we're in. Now, here's the lesson why this is so significant. Sometimes people, and when I say people, I mean we, right? Human beings, you and me. Sometimes we are in the heat of the moment and in the excitement of everything that's going on. We're like, I'm in. I want to have a better looking body. I want to be more spiritually in tune and like connected to my Lord or to the universe or to God. I want a greater marriage. I want to be a better parent. I want to make more money. And so we say these things. And then we figure out what's required and we look at like the price to pay and all the necessary required actions. And then we make a commitment. We say, I'm in. And then time passes and then something happens. Sometimes people just want to back out because they're tired in the moment. And like I told my son last night, I'm like, there's no way. Like we're in, unless your leg is cut off, unless your eyeballs have fallen out, and unless Jesus has come again, we will be at the basketball court as soon as football's done, and I will personally take you, and don't make me drag you in there. Now, sounds a little bit over the top, but there's a lesson I'm trying to get my son to realize here. And there's a lesson I want to get you guys to realize here. Once you say I'm all in, once you make the commitment, once you've gone to practice, and once you put your money in, there is no backing out. Because in the moment you really want it, I get it. He wants to be healthy. He wants to be a great basketball player. He wants to dominate on the court. Because it's going to only help him with football and with life. But in the moment of a Monday night where he's tired and fatigued and he's already thinking ahead to how hard it's going to be, he tried to back out. And I'm telling you guys right now, if you want a mediocre life, you do that. You just back out and go back on your word. And how many times have you said, I'm all in? And the truth is, some people don't even know what all in really means. Like this is one of our rules. We have 5 rules in our organization and in immersion in our events. 5 rules. Rule number 1, be open. Rule number 2, don't hide. Rule number 3, be present. Rule number 4, all in. Rule number 5, never give up. All in is like all in, and most people have no freaking clue what that means. You know why? You know why people don't know? Because they've never gone all in. They've never been in a situation where they had to be all in. Let me tell you about what all in looks like. At the bottom of the crash, 2008, 2009, I sell a Super Bowl ring. Embarrassed and humiliated. 2010, file a bankruptcy on EBT food stamps, government assistance. By 2011, I'm like, I'm done. And I mean, we're talking 3.5 years of just being in poverty and nothing's working. And I'm just so sick and tired of struggling. So I go knock doors and I went all in. I went all freaking in. Early morning studying, late night studying, early morning role play, late night role play, taking notes, studying ruthlessly, relentlessly, knocking, walking, talking, overcoming objections, putting in, we call them a single leg, right? Wife is home, husband's not. I didn't care. I was putting in the sale. I was closing the deal. Wife's not home, husband's home. I'm closing the deal. They really wanted it, but they weren't sure they could afford it. I was putting it in because I just had this deep down belief that people were better off with their service. And I was all in. And for 3 full years, I was all in. When I played football, I was all in. Didn't matter if I was tired. Didn't matter if I was sick. Didn't matter if I didn't feel like it. I ignored my thoughts, feelings, emotions, and moods because I was all in. And it's crazy. My son is 12 years old. He's still learning what that's like. And it's okay. That's why I'm his dad. And I don't even care if my son doesn't like me at times. I'm not here to be liked by my kids. I'm here to demonstrate to them and show them what a man does. I'm here to show them, not just tell them. I'm here to show them how a man takes care of his body, takes care of his spirit, takes care of his goddess and his children, takes care of his business and handles his business as a man. I got 3 boys. So, of course, you know what happens when my son's like, I'm just not going to go. I'm like, yeah, right. Good try, bud. You're going. And you ain't even got a choice, homie. You ain't even got a choice because we are all in. When we said we're all in, we said we're all in. Now, how does this apply to you, my friends? If you want to know, if your life is really an all-in kind of life, just look at the results and look how you live. Do you go back on your word? Do you give up when it's easy? Do you make decisions, critical decisions, when you're tired and exhausted and you just decide to take the easy route? This morning at the gym, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. Went to bed at 9:30 last night. Woke up this morning. I'm tired. But I'm like, it doesn't matter if I'm tired. I get up and I go because I'm all in on my body. It's Tuesday today. I'm shooting this podcast. I got to go run 4 400s with 200-meter jogs in between. I got to go get this done today because I'm training for this 10K coming up in July 4th. I'm all in on it. I'm all in on my spirituality. Listening to, I call them these church talks that my church puts out. Listening to them in the morning. Studying the word, meditating. I'm all in on my life. And while I'm not perfect, I'm telling you right now, I know what all in looks like. So when someone tells me I'm all in and they're not, it's easy for me to call them out. Listen, if you want to get the life you really, 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 really want, and I mean, not like this, instant gratification type of thing. I'm talking real impact, real money, real freedom, real significance, real contribution. All in is the only way. All in is the only way. And all in looks different for everybody, but all in people, people who are fully committed, single focused, dedicated, they recognize each other. They recognize when someone else is committed because that's how it is. Game recognizes game. And you can recognize when someone's really about the walk or if they're just talk. And whether you're a high school athlete, a collegiate athlete, a business owner, if you ain't all in, you will never, ever get to the top. All in means I'm doing the work. All in means I'm doing it no matter what. All in means I'm going to figure it out. All in means I'm going to find a way through it. And then I'm going to develop my skills. All in means I do the work even when I don't feel like it. And it's like a muscle. You have to train your all-in muscles. Some of your all-in muscles right now, they're tiny because you ain't never been all in. You've been all in on mediocrity, but that's default. So here's my challenge to you guys today. Take a look at your life spiritually, physically, relationally, financially. Take a look at every part of your life and just ask this question. What's the one part of my life that if I just went all in on, there would be this domino effect, right? This domino would tip and I would get better across the board. For me, it's almost always physically. Want to exercise, eat my chicken and rice, sweet potato, get my proteins, carbs, and fats. When I do that and run and like get my sleep on, like everything else kind of falls into place. There's also a spiritual component. When I'm all in spiritually, man, my life is amazing. And everything just kind of cascades and dominoes. So take a look at your life. Go all in. Don't be this half-hearted guy that's halfway in. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. Go try it on. And if this has been helpful for you, just take a screenshot, tag me, let me know, pass it on to someone, go be all in. And listen, don't say you're all in if you aren't, because you only look like a bumbling fool if you do that. If you're not all in, just say, yeah, I'm not committed. It's okay to say that. But if you are all in, go all in. Go all in. All right, guys, have an amazing day today. I appreciate it. I'm out.
Let's go! This is your daily revolution. Living prosperity, we show you how to do it. There's no luck about it, we got the strategic blueprint. This is your daily revolution. You already know. And if you don't, then check my resume. Turning pressure into possibilities every day. We all can win and live our unique purpose. We change our mindsets and put the work in. This is your daily revolution. Your daily revolution. Revolution. Your daily revolution podcast.